Good evening. How is everybody doing today? Seeing the crypto market sell off a good bit since Elon Musk's tweet last night. Then we are seeing a little bit more selling off this morning, today, kind of some sideways action. Ethereum is starting to go up though. Taking a look at the 5-minute chart. See a pretty nice rise. 3% rise since about 6 o'clock a couple hours ago. Started seeing a nice rise in Ethereum. We are seeing Cardano go up. We're going to be doing some technical analysis. We're going to be talking about Dogecoin. We're going to be talking about Twitter. So make sure you guys go ahead and hit the like button if you are here for Dogecoin. If you are a Dogecoin supporter, go ahead and hit the like button. Let's see. Let's see how many people we have in here that love Dogecoin. But good evening, happy Saturday. Or if it's morning for you, if it's Sunday. But for everyone in America, it is Saturday. Saturday evening, it's approaching evening for those on the West Coast. On the East Coast, it's about 8:13 p.m. So we've been seeing a lot of just, FUD, especially with the tweets. However, let's take a look at cryptos. Let's really take a look. So we had cryptos that were headed up. Cryptos were recovering very strongly. And isn't it funny that as soon as cryptos are about to recover, they're about to break levels of resistance, we see Elon come out with a tweet. How is it that as soon as we have Bitcoin approaching $40,000, look at this, $40,000, we get a tweet, and here we are, back to 35,000, 35 and a half. However, it's still good. We are still okay. And we're looking at Bitcoin, and we're using Bitcoin as an example. We're using Bitcoin as an example of the entire crypto market, the health of the crypto market, and so forth. So, Bitcoin, here we see the bottoms here. Look, remember what an uptrend is? I've been telling you guys in my videos. An uptrend is when the lows continue to get higher. That is definitely a good sign. That is one indication of an uptrend. And we are seeing these lows continually getting higher, which shows that the price of Bitcoin will bounce up here pretty soon. But Bitcoin is just a representation of the crypto market. Bitcoin is a representation of the crypto market. So we see Bitcoin headed up. Let's take a look at the entire crypto market cap. CIX, which is a chart I like to use. It is the entire crypto market encompassed into a chart. And we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. And we are seeing the same pattern play out with cryptos. We are seeing a bottom here, a bottom here. The bottoms and the lows continue to get higher, which is what we want to see. If those lows were not getting higher, then it might be something to worry about. It might be something to worry about in the relative short term. But since we are seeing that, and we are seeing pretty much the level of resistance remain the same. Look at this. The level of resistance remains and continues to remain the same, which means that the lows are getting higher, but the level of resistance is staying the same, which puts us in an ascending triangle pattern. And generally what happens in an ascending triangle pattern, they happen after drops. They are a consolidation period where cryptos or whatever we're looking at trade sideways, and we're seeing this sideways trading action. We're seeing the lows get higher, but the resistance continues to remain about the same. Look at this. We had a high here. Every time we get to that level, we get a rejection, we come down, and then we get another pump. But what it shows is that the price is continually moving into this pattern to the upside. So eventually in this area, we're going to see a really big breakout for cryptos. And just know, We've seen this many times before with cryptos where they trade sideways. They're not really doing much. And, they trade sideways for a couple weeks, a couple months, and everyone's like, oh, it's over with. Dogecoin's dead, this and that. And then out of nowhere, you see cryptos blast off to the moon. That's the thing about cryptos. And that is why it is good to buy these dips, because, cryptos are at a 50-40% correction from where they were. We can take a look at that. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Let's see how much Ethereum had corrected. Let's see where we're at now. So Ethereum from the top corrected about 60%. But now we're only at a 39% correction. And what we were headed to was approximately a 33% correction. But there's one thing to notice about this correction, which is different than the other corrections and crashes we have had in the past. This correction was more so man-made. It was an artificial correction. It was an artificial crash that happened because of whales. Yes, you see the title for the video, and whales. Now, it's the whales. This is the whale game. These are the whale games when it comes to Dogecoin, when it comes to Ethereum, when it comes to Bitcoin. And what are the games that they're playing? They're playing the games of fear. They want to scare you to sell your crypto so that they can buy it. Look, they're getting Bitcoin again at $30,000. They're getting Bitcoin at $30,000. That is exactly what they want, because Bitcoin was at $65,000. And institutions have been buying Bitcoin for a long time, and they're going to continue buying Bitcoin because it is one of the most profitable and best performing assets that you can buy. Digital assets are some of the most and best performing assets that you can buy. That's why these institutions want their hands in it, because they know cryptos are just getting started, and they know Bitcoin is going to be worth potentially millions of dollars, especially as we see financial structures and institutions and the way money is structured throughout the world continually start to change. And there's going to be a conversion, an exodus of cryptos from people, from fiat currency, using the US dollar. There's going to be a conversion, an exodus, because we've seen the inflation rate triple last year in 2020, and the inflation rate continues to rise rapidly as hyperinflation continues. So what this means is that the value of the US dollar, and not only the US dollar, but there's other countries, there's other governments who have done this, their dollar becomes devalued. The dollar depreciates. However, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, it appreciates in value over time, and it continually proves it and shows it. That's why people are moving into cryptocurrencies. It's a hedge against inflation, as some people say, but it's certainly the best performing asset you can buy. Let's go ahead and read a super chat. Matt Shumaki, join your Patreon, Miles. Love it. It's worth a $10 a month for sure. Everyone should try it. Trade alerts are great. Love the Doge at Bitcoin conference. Thank you very much, Matt, for the super chat. And yeah, if you guys want to get access to that Patreon, I do put out daily trade alerts. Let me grab it for you guys. Let me get you that link. The link is pinned, and with the Patreon, you can get access to my daily trade alerts when I'm buying and selling cryptocurrencies. I give you guys up-to-date news that I don't release in videos. Try to keep you guys updated. I try to keep you guys consoled, especially and informed when times are crazy like this. We're seeing a lot of whalish games, and we're seeing a lot of market manipulation. You guys need somebody to keep you encouraged, to keep you informed, to let you know what's going on. You can also learn how to do technical analysis. I offer those courses. You can speak to me on the phone. I can help to build your portfolio. Definitely recommend you guys checking that out. You'd love it. So, we're taking a look at Ethereum. We're seeing Ethereum start to bounce back. Sometimes we must understand that when cryptocurrencies, when they crash, when they have a correction, there's going to be a period of time. A correction. Corrections can last periods of times, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing can go straight up. Nothing can go straight down. But there's different phases where cryptos or stocks, whatever you're invested in, is in. So currently we are in a correction, we are in a retracement, and a correction is basically a pit stop. You ever notice when you're taking a road trip, you're driving a period of a couple of days, you know, you're going up, right? Maybe you're driving from Florida to Michigan and you're traveling in a direction that is upward, but you can't drive straight there. No normal person can drive straight without one. You have to have pit stops. You have to have pit stops. You have to have breaks. You have to have a cool off period to refresh yourself so that you can get back on the road. That's what is happening with cryptos right now. We're seeing a pit stop. We're seeing to take a break. We're seeing cryptos take a break after massive runs, because remember, Dogecoin is up what, 800 hundreds of percents just from the beginning of the year, and it's only the 6th month of the year. And Dogecoin was able to do that in the first 4 or 5 months of the year, which is incredible. But not only did Dogecoin do awesome things like that, we've seen Ethereum, we've seen Bitcoin. So what are we seeing here? We're seeing a correction, a pit stop. And any minute now, we are going to wake up. We're going to see cryptos pump back to where they were. And then people are going to start buying and like, oh, it's not over with now, let me get back in. But let me tell you this, there's a lot more people. There's a lot more FOMO. There's a lot more interest in cryptocurrencies than there was a couple of months ago. So if there's a lot more interest, if there's a lot more people, if there's a lot more people that are open to cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin, then what we can see is even greater breakouts than what we've had before, because there will be more FOMO, there will be more fear of missing out, and people will be buying these cryptos up even more. There's also going to be a lot more money available as economies begin to get back to where they were. Economies start to grow back together. These types of things are going to certainly help pump cryptos up in the future. So what we can infer, what we can understand is that cryptos are going to be going back up. They're going up now. They're correcting now. They're taking their pit stop like I told you guys, but we will be up soon. But nobody knows how long corrections will be. And if you guys love Dogecoin, you guys love cryptocurrencies, do me a favor. Let's go ahead and hit the like button. It will allow the YouTube algorithm to push out this video to even more people so we can get more people in here. Let's go ahead and get this party started for Dogecoin. But we must understand that corrections, we don't know how long they will last, but my assumption is that the correction is almost over, and we were just about to break out of the correction, but we're getting these Elon Musk tweets every time we hit the top. Every time we're correcting, we're going back up, we get a tweet by Elon Musk, which causes fear and panic. However, the fear and panic is becoming less and less and less, which is good because people are starting to stop caring about the negative news that they're seeing, the negative FUD that is being reported on Twitter, this and that and so forth. And it's just a game. It's just a game by people with big money to take away from the little guy. Yes, they want to take away from the little guy so that they can get their crypto for cheap. That's what they want. And that is a one way of how they can make money and cover some of their losses. But let's take a look at some other cryptos. We're gonna take a look at some of these tweets on Twitter. We're gonna take a look at some other cryptos. We're gonna do some technical analysis. We're gonna see where some of these cryptos are headed. All right, so we are seeing a little bit of a recovery with cryptos. Yes, we are. Take a look at this. We have Cardano bouncing up very strong. Cardano hit a low of $1.60. We're at $1.65 in just less than a couple of hours. Ethereum, we hit a low of $25.50. We're almost up $100 per coin with Ethereum in the last couple of hours. We're seeing Bitcoin. Let's see where Bitcoin hit. Bitcoin hit a low of 34.8, and now we are up nearly $1,000 with Bitcoin, which is good to see. And if we take a look at the right panel, I won't be able to show you guys, but it looks as the new hour starts to roll in for crypto. for my charting software, it's showing that these cryptos are now turning green. So cryptos are now starting to move up. And look at VeChain. VeChain is starting to move up. Go back to the chart. VeChain is starting to move up right now. We're going to be taking a look at the 1 minute time frames as we see crypto starting to pump up right now. This is awesome to see here. Look at this. Dogecoin is headed up to nearly 38 cents. We hit a low of 36 cents, so up almost nearly 10% from this bottom. That's where we are headed. This is a good direction to see. So from the bottom of 4%, but we are close. We're going to be headed up to nearly 10% from this bottom. I think we're going to get a very strong and good bounce with cryptos. Hopefully we can get a good bounce here with cryptos. Even tonight, I would love to see cryptos pump tonight. Let's see Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic is bouncing off the bottom as well. BNB is doing very well. I love to see BNB do well. Out of all the cryptos we've seen so far, BNB has had the biggest bounce. Moving over to XRP, we are seeing a good bounce, 92 cents for XRP. Very cheap, 4%. You see, if you're looking to learn how to trade and learn how to day trade, you guys should definitely get some of the lessons that are available on my Patreon. But check this out. People that day trade, what they do, like myself, I do some day trading here and there. What we do is we wait for these bottoms. We wait for the bottoms. I use indicators and some software. And I wait for these bottoms, and then you buy the bottom and look. In an hour, 2 hours, you can make about 4%. But if you're using leverage, which I don't recommend, or if you have a lot of money, 3%, 4%, and then continue to let it ride out, you might be able to get 5%, sell, and then wait for another dip, and you can keep repeating that process. That's definitely a good way to learn how to day trade. Buying bottoms, waiting for it to go up 3 to 5%, maybe setting goals up further than that, and then you can sell, and then repeat that process over and over again. That's certainly a way to make money trading. Total crypto market cap is doing well. It's recovering. This is the altcoins. This is the altcoin. We're seeing them. Bitcoin dominance is lowering, continuing to lower as altcoins are pumping up. But I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the fear and greed index for Dogecoin. And just to announce and to talk to you guys a little bit about June 9th. Yeah, the crypto community, from what I'm gathering, is understanding that June 9th is a meme day. It's a hype day for Dogecoin. That potentially, we have people on Wall Street Bets, Reddit. Everyone is banding together and saying that this is going to be a big day. However, this is one of Elon Musk's favorite numbers. So it's possible that Elon Musk might be announcing that Tesla is going to be accepting Dogecoin on that day. I certainly think that that is a possibility. I certainly think that is a possibility. And Blackfoot says to the super chat, thank you so much for the super chat. Miles, do you think this current trend with Dogecoin could be a bull trap? No, I don't think it's a bull trap at all, because cryptos are at the bottom. Cryptos are at the bottom. Look, Dogecoin is doing well right now. Cryptos are at the bottom. They're bouncing up. They're recovering, and they're headed up. So that's my current opinion with all of that. Yeah, did you guys watch the anonymous video? It's on Reddit. I mean, I don't really think much of it. Some of the things he was saying is partly true, but is Elon Musk really responsible for causing the entire crypto market crash? Maybe him together with whales, or maybe whales are using his tweets to cause the crashes so that they can blame it on Elon Musk. These are certain possibilities to consider, to contemplate. And it is definitely good to see these cryptos. But we're going to do some technical analysis on Dogecoin. I was seeing some pretty cool patterns play out. If you guys want to see me do some technical analysis, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the like button. Let's get these likes up before I do some technical analysis. All right, so we're gonna take a look at Dogecoin and what I've been seeing in the charts. I was looking at it earlier and it looks like we're forming a bit of a symmetrical triangle. Let's see how I can see it. There we go. If you guys want a really good platform when to buy and sell cryptocurrencies, make sure you guys use my WEBULL link in the description below. They just told me that if you guys deposit $100 using my link, they're going to give you 2 free stocks worth up to $3,000 now. They've now just upped the percentage of you guys receiving bigger stocks, and you guys could sell that, buy Dogecoin with it, or just send it to, like, you know, one of your bank accounts like Cash App or something. So here we see a current level of resistance. Bring it out here. We see a bottom. And what we're forming is a symmetrical triangle. Generally, these symmetrical triangles play out in a breakout in the relative short term. Generally, we could see, most likely, probably by the 6th of June, tomorrow we will probably see a breakout. You guys can quote me on this. And let me go ahead and get to the super chat. Cody, would you check out SafeMoon and give us your opinion? I actually can't even look up SafeMoon on TradingView. I've tried, it just doesn't work because it's just not on normal exchanges. Safe wrapped Ether. Yeah, it's just not here. I see Safe Cat, Safe Saturn, Safe Swap, Safe Cuban. Don't see SafeMoon, but we can definitely check it out on CoinMarketCap. It should definitely be listed there. So we can even zoom in a little bit, but we're forming a symmetrical triangle here, and generally these symmetrical triangles break out to the upside. So as we are starting to see, it shows you that the lows are getting higher, right? And then the highs are actually getting lower. That's what it's showing. But what happens is here, we have this price, it's staying inside of this pattern, and I can actually define the pattern even more. Let me go ahead and do that. Define the pattern here, and I like that right there, just about there. So what we can tell and infer is that generally these symmetrical triangles, they play out to a breakout, and they encompass and push the price action, the cryptocurrency, whatever you want to call it, and push it into a corner. And whenever something is cornered, like a cat or a dog, specifically cats, but you know, in this instance we will use Dogecoin for that reference. So generally what happens is we get to nearly this point and there's usually a breakout to the upside or the downside, but the chance of us getting a breakout to the upside is going to be much greater, probably 65 to 70%. And the reason is because, we are in a correction. It's showing an uptrend on the lower side, that the lows are getting higher. And we're also seeing an ascending triangle if we zoom out all the way. So there's a bunch of factors that would cause the percentage of the breakout going to the upside to be much higher. And that's something we're witnessing right now. So personally, I think that probably tomorrow, maybe by tomorrow, generally Sundays, we've been seeing dumps in the morning. We've been seeing dumps in the morning and then pumps towards the afternoon, and then that goes into the day and the nighttime. Excuse me. And then what we see is Monday starts to pick up. The Asian stock market starts to pick up. They wake up. We have financial institutions starting to open early in the morning. So big money is starting to move around. The whales are starting to swim in the water. So we need to be aware of that. We need to understand that. So I think Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, we could probably start to see the pump. We can see the pumping right now, as we are actually seeing. Yes, we are seeing some positive movement. Dogecoin is nearly 38 cents, and it'll be good to see Dogecoin back up to 40 cents, which we were headed to. Dogecoin was doing well, but we had this tweet which backfired, dropped the crypto market a good bit, and then that will drag Dogecoin with it. Let me see if we got some super chats. Doge Billionaire super chatted, take profits and buy the dip. Thank you very much for the super chat there. Can you do some all right, cool. So that's currently what my analysis is on Dogecoin. Cora, thank you very much for this super chat. What do you think will be the best price dip to buy in at will be today? If you're referring to Dogecoin, Dogecoin already dipped, so it doesn't look like Dogecoin is going to dip. But we see a current downtrend in the relative short term and the 30-minute time frame. If we want to actually zoom in and get really technical, we can see a downtrend from this top right here. But that downtrend might be possibly reversing. So we had the top here, the drop, we had a reversal, headed up, and then this was the top, then we bounced here. So this is a possible reversal as long as it continues. But this continuance needs to break this level of resistance or this level of resistance to break the downtrend. So these are certainly possibilities. Did you guys check out the interview with VITALIK BUTERIN and Lex? I forgot the guy's name, but he talks about Dogecoin. He supports Dogecoin. He actually has a bunch of Dogecoin, which is very cool. He invested in Dogecoin a long time ago. It's very cool to see the creator of it, the founders of Ethereum, support Doge. Let's take a look at Shiba Inu as well. I'm interested to see how Shiba is playing out. Let's go to the day chart. Unfortunately, this is not a good chart for Shiba. But what we can see is a drop of 85%. An 85% drop. And then we have bounced up. Let's see how much we've bounced up to our current position. About 40%. So it is not looking good. I also want to take a look at BTT, which is actually, let's see how much we've dropped from the all-time high. 80%, and then we have seen a bounce to the peak, 100% gain. Very cool. If you would have bought that dip, you'd have made 100% gain in a very short period of time. We're going to zoom in even further to BTT. Let's really take a look and see what BTT is doing. So the entire crypto market is pretty much recovering in the same manner. We're seeing these highs. We're also seeing the highs remain the same, and we're also seeing the lows get higher. So we are seeing an uptrend to a degree with BTT, which is very similar to all the other cryptocurrencies that we've been taking a look at. And if you guys love Dogecoin, you guys love cryptocurrencies, go ahead and do me a favor. I'd really appreciate it if you would hit that like button. It will get this video out there. And if you guys want to get my daily trade alerts, you guys want to join the 4,000 member Dogecoin Discord, you can have access to that through the Patreon, and check out all the other services and tiers that I offer. So yeah, I think today, I mean, there was no reason. I woke up this morning about 8 o'clock and we saw cryptocurrencies drop down a good bit, and they were going down. I wasn't worried. I wasn't concerned because we're still recovering. We're still in an uptrend. But whenever you see cryptos drop, that's a good time to buy these dips because that's where you make the money. You buy the dips, that's where you make the money. However, getting into it, whenever you see cryptos drop and there's no tweets, there's no news, that's whales moving money, selling crypto, just moving it from wallets to cold wallet, whatever they're doing, transferring this and that. So that will cause a little bit of sell-offs, especially when there's low volatility, there's low volume. You will see a potential sell-offs in the crypto market. You will see cryptos go down. Yeah, Bitcoin did almost break 36. Good to see that. What do I think of the Bitcoin convention? I think that's really cool. I love Bitcoin. I'm a supporter of Bitcoin, and I'm glad that they had an event. And some of the people at the event were, big crypto investors. And if you guys are a Dogecoin supporter, spam the comments Dogecoin to the moon. Let me see how many Dogecoin supporters we have in here. How many Dogecoin hodlers? How many of you own Dogecoin, are holding Dogecoin? Put Dogecoin to the moon in the comments. Let's see how many people love Dogecoin. And also hit the like button. Let's see how many Dogecoin supporters we have in here. There we go. There we go. We got Dogecoin going to the moon. We have big support for Dogecoin in the house. Spam the rockets. Yes, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Some people were actually saying that AMC is taking away from cryptos and Dogecoin for the time being. I certainly think that that's a possibility. A lot of people that are involved in crypto are the same people that follow the hype and try to buy the hype. These type of people always get wrecked. They lose a lot of money. They lose pretty much all of their money, a lot of them, a good portion of them. So maybe, some of the attention is taken off of cryptos because of AMC, but AMC is headed down. AMC is headed down. It could bounce up, I'm not sure what it can do, but it's certainly headed down. Whenever you see something go up super high, that's a good time to short. You can short with option contracts, if you're familiar with that. Cardano. Let's take a look at Cardano. I want to take a look at Matic though. Let's take a look at Matic. Let's see how Matic is holding it. Matic has gone down ever since we hit that high, and we put a trade alert about 70 cents in the Patreon to buy Matic, and it went to $2.50. So you guys made a lot of money with that. If you did take profits, I personally didn't take profits because what if Matic went to $5 or $10? We could have made a lot more money. So there is a problem. There are downsides to taking profits with cryptos, because when you do take profits, you turn your head for 1 second, that crypto can go back up, 100% and so forth. Let me see what's going on with Twitter. Let's see if there's anything going on over at Twitter. And how is everybody doing tonight? You guys having a good weekend so far? But did you guys see? SafeMoon is on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. All right, let's take a look at it. Did you guys see the guy at the Bitcoin conference with the Dogecoin shirt and everything? That was pretty funny to see that. So SafeMoon has pretty much just gone down for the last month. Ever since it hit the high and another high, and it's just consolidating in this period right here. It's hard to read those prices. They're so like too many zeros. You know, but once hype comes back to the crypto market, SafeMoon could definitely go up pretty fast here. Wow, that's awesome to see. Look at this. The last 7 days, Ethereum is up 20%. Bitcoin's up 6%. Binance Coin is up 33%. Cardano 22%. Dogecoin 28%. So out of all the other cryptos, Dogecoin is holding the #2 spot, but Polkadot up 27%. Uniswap 17%. Internet Computer is up. It's down 3.5%. Solana is up 50%. That is beautiful to see. Solana is another one that I want to add to my crypto portfolio, which I have not yet done. And Theta, look, I was wanting to get into Theta the other day. It's up 50% in the last 7 days. So you guys definitely want to be careful when it comes to buying cryptos at the top. That's generally when you will see that drop, right? But let's go ahead and take a look at Theta. And Solana. Solana, wow, this is amazing. Look at this. Huge pumps. We did see the correction. We see inverse head and shoulders, and it continues to head up. I'm really liking Solana and Theta. They're pretty much moving exactly together, to a degree. To a degree, they're moving up. So it's definitely good to see that. And here we have Dogecoin. So we had that little symmetrical triangle there holding up. Yeah, that's crazy that he said that to Elon on the stage, Lisa. You guys should definitely check out my latest video that I posted. You guys should definitely check that out. Put some really good information in there. Let's get to a little bit of Q&A before I head off. Jonathan says he's ready for $1 that he bought at 5 cents. And why is Doge so dead? Because, you know, Dogecoin just pumped up. Remember, Dogecoin was just at 5 cents. When it went to 72, 73 cents, whatever it went off. And we're down a little bit. So we're just taking a pit stop. We are headed to the moon. We're still headed to the moon. And Doge looks like it's actually going up a little bit. I'm gonna do the 1 minute time frame for you guys. If my portfolio was 1 ETH, would I trade it? No, I would keep that ETH and hold on to it with my dear life. Yeah, absolutely. Escobar says Bitcoin controls the market. So if Elon dumps Bitcoin, then we will all be affected. He's not going to dump Bitcoin. He said he's not going to. G Lead, thank you very much. Yeah, ETH will surpass Bitcoin. Hopefully by next year, they're saying. Letdown after letdown. I mean, it's only been 2 weeks since the crypto market has been down. So it's been a letdown to go from 5 cents to 72 cents. Is that a letdown? If you're just super focused on the immediate short term, then yeah, it's a letdown. But if you see the bigger picture, it's not. Cryptos have pumped up massively this year already, even after dropping 60 to 50, even more %. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me tonight. It was good seeing you all. Make sure you guys join the Patreon where you can get my trade alerts when to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. You can join the Discord. You can talk to me on the phone. We have a bunch of services on the Patreon, and that is the link that is posted, that pinned comment. Make sure you guys check out my last video if you have not done so already. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be making a video tomorrow.